Good evening, gentlemen. So, here we are again. You can see that the keyboard is naked. I know it's shameful, but there he is. The problem is that these foam and foil bits on the bottom of the keys are all jacked up. There's a lot of weird shit on this foil. It's not conductive anymore, I guess, and the foam's all shitty. So that's a pretty common thing with those Keytronic keyboards. We'll just have to rebuild the sucker, I guess. But I'm gonna have to buy some stuff to do that. I was thinking about trying to make my own. Apparently, you can punch out pieces of Mylar bags and use like self-adhesive foam, stuff like that. But I've got so many fucking projects that I don't have time for that shit. As much as I like to do things myself, just because I think I'm just gonna fork out the dough and buy the rebuild kit, because that'll be much faster, and we've got a lot of stuff to do anyway. We can see that the keyboard works though. The pads are capacitive, so I didn't realize you could do this with your finger. I figured you'd have to use a piece of jumper wire or something, but some of the TRS-80 guys said, yeah, you can just touch them with your finger like that, and lo and behold, it looks like other than those foam things in the switches, everything's working. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, so this project's going to be temporarily on hold until that rebuild kit for the keyboard gets here. But in the meantime, my 16-bit ISA proto boards have finally arrived. So I think we can try to prototype that IDE controller and write the code for the gals for that now, while we're waiting for the keyboard shit to come. So yeah, and that conveniently dovetails with Travis, one of the viewers of this channel, a gentleman and a scholar, lives in Texas. Went to Computer Reset Warehouse and said, hey, you want anything? I said, sure, buddy. So he shipped me a big old box full of PS2 Model 30 stuff, basically for the cost of shipping, although I sent him a little extra for his trouble. So that's pretty cool of you, man. Pretty fucking cool. But it's going to be here tomorrow, and then there's also supposed to be just a Model 25 8086 like lower planar unit too. So I think that'll make a good bench test machine, because it can just sit on the desk, and I can test the riser in it and stuff like that. So when that stuff gets here, I think we'll start working on that bastage. So yeah, pretty happy with the TRS-80 Model 2 here. It'll be even better when the keyboard's working. We're still going to have to rebuild the disk. Well, not rebuild, but service the disk drive, which may or may not work. I don't know. And I think one of the TRS-80 guys is working on a reproduction of the Type 4 hard drive controller. So if I can get one of his beta boards, and assemble it, and make a MFM hard drive emulator. There's a project on GitHub for making one out of a beagle bone. Kind of expensive. I mean, beagle bones are kind of expensive, but I guess I'll try that. It looks like the Drim is out of stock everywhere, so yeah, it's kind of silly, I think, to use like a whole beagle bone board for a MFM hard drive emulator, because I mean that's an honest to god like Linux single board computer running a multitasking operating system that's like better than the hardware in the machine. But I mean, what the hell else are you gonna do? Once I get everything working, I think it'll be interesting to try to design our own boards and stuff for the thing. But I mean, you're gonna run into that anytime you're trying to substitute modern hardware for, you know, aging and no longer produced like storage media and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Storage, displays, you know, if we were trying to drive a VGA monitor with this thing, we'd be in the same boat. We'd be using like some kind of fast AVR or something like that. But you know, that's just the way it goes, I guess. Whatever. So, all right, that's the plan. Cool. I'm gonna fuck off for the rest of the evening. So, have a great weekend or what's left of it. See you next time. Yeah.